Hello, everybody. This is White Wolf, and I wanted to talk about divine assistance, that we're being assisted by the divine at this time through our guides, through our loved ones on the other side, and also just asking and believing and dreaming and wanting a better life and wanting better days, and also understanding that doing little things can really change the course of your life and also change the way that the outcomes of your life can happen. So, understanding that by doing this, you allow yourself to be in that divine essence, to be in that source of creation by asking, believing, and receiving. But it's not just asking, but it's asking what is in your heart, what is in your desire, what do you really want out of your life, but also what do you want to project out into the ethers, what do you want to intend upon, what do you want to journal about, what do you want to dream about, what do you want to embark on, what is the next step, what is the next phase, what are the aligned actions that will allow me to align to those different causes which generate those different effects. How can I believe to the point where I know that I receive the blessing always? Understanding that our loved ones on the other side are always guiding us. They're always trying to allow us to initiate the next wave of energy, and also the choices that we make, and also using discernment, because it's not the dead that have unfinished business, it's us that have unfinished business, and meaning following the path that is set for us and staying the course and wanting alignment above anything else. So thank you guys. That was my opening for this live. Also book private sessions as well for 1 hour for $70, and I just wanted to make this live about divine assistance. It's like just following the whispers of spirit, following that voice, following God, and just knowing that you need to change the energy, change the direction. If you want new friends, then get new friends. If you want new family, find your soul family. If you want a new job, then quit that job and do something spontaneous so that it generates a ripple effect and generates this domino effect and allows other things to start to flow and to germinate and to permeate and encapsulate itself. Because if you're not willing to change, then you're just not willing to accept the change that is present so that the transformation can take place within that divine orchestration of that divine intervention with the divine assistance of your guides, your higher self, and God's source energy. So understanding that it's just like changing the routine. If you want to eat more healthy, then choose to eat more healthy. Do you want to meditate in the morning, or do you want to meditate at night? Do you want to allow more within your space? Do you want to learn how to not suppress your emotions? Because we're all emotional beings. But it's understanding that the divine will always assist you and show you more of what you can do, of what is of you, and how you can allow it to be more powerful, and to be more honest, and to be more true and more authentic, to the point where you understand that divine assistance is the only assistance that I need. It's like, if you don't like the energy of Walmart, then go to a Food Lion like we have in South Carolina. So it's like, so if you don't like the energy of something, if your friends are not really accepting of your spiritual progress or your spiritual elevation and your meditative path, then you have to take a stand, and you have to stand in your authority and use that discernment that maybe I need new friends, or maybe I just need to be alone for a little bit. It's using that discernment and feeling into the vibration that is present, so you allow yourself to alleviate all of the stress and the worry of things trying to hinder your vibration, but also not assisting you and desisting you and allowing you to fall backwards. Instead of taking 4 quantum leaps forward, you're taking like 6 steps back, and you don't want to do that, right? You don't want to be in the revolving door. You don't want to be so resistant to the blessing of God on your life, right? You want to receive at all times. So it's just about giving yourself to God every day and having a metaphysical communion, if you will. You can take like water, and you can take bread, and just say that I offer this up to the universe. And then you offer that up, and you say that little prayer and that little mantra. What you're really doing is that you're giving your life to God in that moment, because you're breaking bread with the divine source of the I Am presence. And you could literally jump a timeline if you wanted to by just doing that simple step. And jumping a timeline is just changing your choices and your energy and your emotions, and sometimes just healing. I had a lot of abrupt healing happen earlier because I was thinking of some things in my past and how far I've come, and also that people that I had to let go of that I lost in the process because they were meant to be gone from this earth so that they could be a spiritual guide. And that's why I wanted to talk about loved ones on the other side and knowing that they're always watching you. They're always seeing what you're doing. They're always trying to figure out what next choice you're going to make. And they're going to assist you, but they're also going to call your feet to the carpet, in a sense, because they want the best for you. It's like your higher self and your loved ones on the other side and your guides are a holy council. And they want you to really understand that they're always watching you. They're not going to let you just fall flat on your face, and they're not going to be able to lift you up when you need lifted up. But you have to give into the shift in order to shift into the vibration that is present. And I think it's just like connecting to your higher self. Like this person says, I feel so confused. How do I connect to my higher self? Sometimes it's just this simple act of saying that I want to give myself to my higher self. And then see there's a transformation, and there's giving and receiving because you're giving your vessel to your higher self. So when you give your life to God, or when you give your life to spirituality, when you follow the spiritual path that has been laid for you, what you're doing is that you're initiating the different activations and the phases and the parallel realities and timelines and archetypes and states of beings and awarenesses that are reflecting back to you. They're reflecting the Creator back to you, and then you're reflecting the Creator back to it. And there's a reciprocating process there. There's a give and a receive. And you're feeling the most connected because you're not gaslighting yourself. You're not allowing yourself to manipulate yourself into these mindless assumptions and emotions that are negative, and also patterns that are distorted, because you're allowing the divine to assist you and also to intervene, but also to orchestrate different situations and removing that false identification of the ego, in a sense. So I'm saying a lot of things because I didn't want to necessarily make this an energetic update, because sometimes I think everything is an update when you go live and you're talking about these spiritual topics and you don't know how to focus on it, and you don't know how to give your life to it, and you don't know how to affirm or declare or intend, but also project that energy and send signals out into the ethers, out into the universe. So it's just all about sending those signs, confirmations, and miracles and wonders back, so those signs and miracles and wonders can come back to you. So it's allowing yourself to place that out there so that it remains within your heart, but also you just have to stay the course, and you have to remain confident, and you have to know that that's all being built within your heart, and that love is a circle, and it's going to come right back around. You have not missed your lap. So you have to look at like the spiritual journey as a race, but it's a long distance race. It's not like Usain Bolt, because that's impressive. Don't get me wrong, it's impressive. I can't run that. I used to run cross country a lot. And you have to have the endurance to last. You have to have enough patience and drive to keep running your own race, because you're running your own race. So you have to have the endurance, and you have to pace yourself. So I'm not saying that Rome has to be built in a day, and I'm not saying that you have to be the most aligned human being ever, because I don't think I'm the most aligned human being ever. Because if I went on here and said that, then I'd have a problem, and see, that's the ego. And I think a lot of people in the spiritual community would love to tell you that, but then they get off their own live and they're an absolute wreck, in a sense. But it's okay if you're a wreck. It's okay to check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's okay to not really feel all that great, because when you don't feel great, then there will be that transmutation of energy, and there will be an elevation of that energy. But there also will be a setting of timelines, situations, signatures, and also healing of past life progressions, and also the inability to let go. Learning how to let go is learning how to subtract. And then you're subtracting more, and then you add more within your space because you're allowing the divine to assist you, rather it's your finances, rather it's the way that you manifest, rather it's the way that you meditate. But it becomes more deeper, there's more depth, and there's more of a direct perception of how you want it to look, but it doesn't matter how it looks. Because everything is going to happen within the sequencing of energy. So if you guys are coming into the feed, feel free to share out, and also feel free to like, and also book private sessions for 1 hour for $70 for readings, healings, activations, and things of that nature. And we'll either do a meditation or healing tonight. I haven't decided yet. So we'll do a healing or a meditation tonight. I haven't decided yet, because I do these very spontaneously, and I do them on the fly. And I always felt like when you're coming from your heart, it's always more deeper. And sometimes people are like, plan out your lives and stuff like that. But I like speaking from my heart because I feel like it's more authentic, and I feel like it's more truthful, and I feel like everybody gets the most out of it because it's in the moment, and it's present, and it's there. And no matter what time you watch it, and no matter how many years go by, it could still resonate with you. And just know that everything that you're prophesying within your reality, just know that everything that you say, everything that you do really matters. And also, it's like, sometimes I like to fast because there's a spiritual significance to that, because you're saying no to the flesh, you're saying no to the ego, you're saying no to that body that makes you want to feel weak because you haven't eaten a lot. But also, you're still human, but you have to balance out your God aspects with your human aspects. So it's learning how to use that discernment. If you need to really go eat, then go eat. I'm not saying to starve yourself, but if you are able to do that because you allow yourself to share yourself, but you're sharing because you know that it's the most caring thing to do, but it's for the betterment of all and for the entire universe. We're here on our own journey. We have to live for ourselves so that we can live for others. So, and I think it's just about asking the right questions. But it's also just knowing that there's no right or wrong answer, and that there is no good or bad, and there is only light and dark. So just know that the amount that you resist, the amount that it's going to desist you, but it's also not going to be of that divine assistance. Allow the divine to assist you. Don't try to retract your steps. Don't try to have Groundhog Day all over again, because that has not worked thus far. So you allow yourself to see that I can ask my loved ones. I can always talk to my loved ones. I can always have prophetic visions and moments with my guides. And also in my dreams, I can have good dreams. But if I go to bed with a poor attitude or negativity, then you're not going to have good dreams. So allowing your dream state to be a part of that prophetic vision, but also allowing the vision to become who you are, to where you are able to generate that non-physical essence of source from your higher self, because higher self is source in human form, which is you. God is the illusion of everything. So God is made of everything. So I am and you are, because I am and that you are. So that's what I mean with this whole divine assistance. We're all in this together. So we're all assisting the planet. We all have different resonances, we all have different truths, and we all have ways to love, ways to heal, and ways to teach, and ways to attain our wisdom. So what is right for you? What feels good to you? Don't suppress your emotions. Allow yourself to feel your emotions. Allow yourself to be sensitive. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow the flow of energy to be present always. Because then it's going to allow you to see that nothing can be altered from that high vibratory state. Nothing can be changed. There has already been a change, and there's always something changing and transforming and elevating and progressing. So, divine assistance, don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to love yourself. It's hard to love yourself. Believe it or not, it's harder to love yourself than another person. It's harder to be positive because it's easy to be negative. But it's really difficult to be unconditional and non-attached and unbiased towards everything. Because most human beings want to be right. They want to be justified in their victimization. They want to be justified by desisting themselves. They don't want to assist themselves. They don't want help from anybody. And it's kind of like, so sometimes the divine just kind of wants us to like raise our hand. Now, everybody who's watching this live, I don't care if you were in school or if you were in college, some of you were afraid to raise your hand. And I'm going to be the first person to say that in school I was afraid to raise my hand. Because then, all the attention's on you. You didn't know the answer. You were afraid to ask the questions, to appear, to look dumb, right? But we have to try to separate ourselves from that anxiety and that worry and that stress, because that's too much of a weight on our shoulders. So the way that we decrease that is that we try to evaluate what we need to subtract and what we need to let go, but also what we need to release so that we're able to receive. So sometimes it's like asking, Archangel Michael, I need help with my divine masculine. And then you ask Lady Magdalene, I need help with my divine feminine. And they will come and they will work on you. And sometimes this will just happen miraculously. Now, sometimes we have blockages because maybe we have a lot of ego and maybe we have a lot of things within our past and stuff that is trying to hinder our vibration, and blockages within our head or within our heart. But sometimes the divine is so powerful that it will just happen organically. I don't want you to think that you have to do it every day like it's a religion, because that's not what spirituality is meant for. But it's realizing that the divine is present, the divine will assist you, the divine will help you in any way that you want to be helped. It's just dependent on, do you really know who you are? Do you know that you're wealthy? Do you know that you're prosperous? Do you know that you're loved? Do you know that nothing bad will ever come against you? Do you know that everything is rigged in your favor? And by not knowing, it allows you to know more. So, do you know that you're the sacred flame of creation? Do you know that you are loved? And it doesn't mean that you have to know every single thing. But by this I know, I am. And what's so funny, I had a bug bite me, right on my face before I went live. And it was just kind of weird because I think it helped propel this live, because everything is energy. So our furry friends are energy. I literally had an experience with my cat, and I've had many experiences. I've had spirit tell me to hold my cat and to hold it in my lap, because the cat has a purr that has the frequency of a baby's cry. A cat can console you. And so that's why cats are very alluring and psychic. And I would hold that cat, my cat, Caspian, our cat, me and my girlfriend, and I'd get a lot of healing from it. But I also had an experience the other day where the cat sat on my knee, and the cat literally went into my body. So on a multiverse level, on a multidimensional level, the cat went into my state of being and was clearing energy, was giving me light codes, was reprogramming my DNA, was maybe going within my chakras. It doesn't matter, but it's understanding that everything has a spiritual significance and a spiritual origin. So it's just really paying attention. And I'm going to say something, and it's going to make me sound like an ass. But sometimes we have our blinders on. Even on the spiritual awakening, sometimes we have our blinders on. Sometimes we're like this. Now, I know that makes me sound like a jerk, but what I'm really saying is that once we, peel the onion back, once we peel the curtain back, once we allow the veil of amnesia to come over our eyes, then we are looking through the eyes of God. So we have a spatial awareness, a perfect 100% spatial awareness, because cats have a perfect spatial awareness. I watched a documentary, so that's why they're able to jump in the air and land right on their feet. So that's what the divine wants us to do. They want us to know that we have a perfect spatial awareness, that everything is rigged in our favor, and the world only revolves around how much love that we want to give, how empowered we want to be, how we want to align our direct force of energy to that calling of that aligned vibration, and wanting to show up to it, wanting to be dedicated to it, wanting to have desire from it. So I'm going to interrupt myself, but also, guys, know that we're about to do a healing energy. I usually do meditations, but we're going to do healing energy tonight. Also, book private sessions for an hour for $70. And also YouTube, White Wolf the Oracle, Love Line Wisdom, Instagram, White Wolf 4741, and BitChute, White Wolf the Oracle 23_@symbol. So allow yourself to see that everything that you want is around you. Everything that is magical and of alchemy is around us at all times. It is just dependent on, are we going to keep our blinders on, or are we going to allow ourselves to see clearly, to see with precision, to want to see ourselves and have these prophetic revelations? So it's like, I'm pretty convinced that I saw a UFO the other night. I saw a blue and green light go straight up and then go straight down across the trees over my house. I'm very convinced that it was a UFO, but at the same time, I'm not always right. So it's seeing that everything is there. Everything is around you. You just have to be willing to see it. And it was funny, I was watching this music video from this rapper named NF. I'm a big fan of NF. I love rap music too. He was on, I was literally, I'm not going to describe his whole music video, but I'm going to describe a prophetic vision that I had. So I was on this wooden boat, and then I go up to this cloud, and then I go through space, and then I'm in this mansion. And I have my hat on, a t-shirt and shorts, and then I see another version of myself with these doors. There's 4 doors on my left and right side. So there's one aspect of myself that has a suit on, nice hair, and who's older. And then I have one aspect of myself that has a hat on but jeans and boots, and it was before I was awakened. So he's walking out, and the other version of me is walking out. And then I have another version of myself that's 27, walks to this other room, and there's this big open room, no chairs, nothing, but it's a wide space, at least 1,000 feet. And we're all sitting in a circle, and we're all meditating with each other. And then there's this light, this golden white light that's coming off of us, and it goes up to the sky. But then I'm in this white space. So I'm dressed in white, no hat, just dressed in white, everything white, and it's a white space. But then there's this other space where I'm dressed in black and it's all dark. And then the light version of myself, the dark version of myself, comes together, and then this bionic blue light shoots right up to the sky. But because I was watching this music video of this rapper NF Hope, it's a great song. Check it out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So that vision was kind of giving me an understanding of what everybody's going through, and what I talk about all the time with aspects and archetypes, and subtracting, and also absolute reality. So I hope that vision made some sense. Some of you are probably like, "What the hell was that?" It's just what the divine wants me to say. So we're going to do some healing energy. So as you're receiving this healing energy, accept this healing energy before you accept it. Also book a private session, $70 for 1 hour. Also, allow ourselves to be sensitive, be vulnerable, to be open, to be spacious. And receive this healing energy. I'm doing Stupa Mudra energy. This is what the Buddhists use. It's a healing modality I've used for 3 years now. And you can also rub your fingertips. So I want you to tap into your loved ones on the other side. Allow you to ask for assistance, allow you to see them. If you're unwilling to let go, just allow yourself to let go and to know that they're just fine, that they're in a better place, and that there is an overwhelming peace where they are at. But connect within your loved ones and see what they want from you. So allow yourself to see your grandparents, your dads, your brothers, your sisters, whatever it may be. But I want you to spend some time with them, ask them, and also connect in with them so that they can assist you as a spiritual guide. So now we're going to give our alignment to our higher self. So I want you to say, I give my life to God. I fully allow my vessel to encompass the higher self's wisdom, truth, authenticity, and also the frequency that I want to emit within my life. So just say, I give myself to my higher self. Align with your dark and light aspects. So this is merging the masculine and the feminine. This is merging light and dark together so that it can be purified, so that your desires can be purified, so that your emotions can finally be felt, and also it's a dissolving of the ego and wanting to be right and wanting to justify everything and wanting to just release. Know that you are powerful. Know that you can call anything in that you want. That you have the power to call in 1,000 angels if you want to, if you need assistance like that. Just know that everything is rigged within your favor. Everything is at your disposal. Just allow yourself to have new eyes to see. Allow your vision to be a prophetic vision. So you can tap into this psychic atomic energy. But that you can finally create with this non-physical essence. That you're able to bilocate, that you're able to remote view, that you're able to be the omnipresence that is there, but also simultaneously realizing that you're here to become divine assistance. We're going to get a heart activation from Jesus. And we're going to ground ourselves with Mother Gaia's love. Feel as if your feet are in the ground. Allow yourself to be one with nature, because nature's frequency is very powerful when you ground. But you're not grounding to forget who you are, you're grounding to remember who you are. You're grounding to be who you are. And every day, just realign your focus. See what matters. See what breathes life. See what is beneficial. And see what assists you instead of desisting you. What is going to be the most prolific? What is going to be the most exciting? And what is the most empowering thing that you can do so that you maintain that alignment above all else? And we're also going to allow the Black Panther energy to enter our vessel from the feet all the way up to the causal chakra, which is generating that violet flame and that bionic blue flame, and that we're aligning it to the cosmos, to the heavens, and also to the hidden realms as well. So the Black Panther energy is when you are able to have ayahuasca without having to take it. Just know that you are the way, know that you are the ascended master, and know that you are the master of illusion. Let go of the mind, let go of the body, and fully embrace the spirit. Just let go completely so that you can be set free. And so it is. Thank you guys so much for tuning into that live feed. And I see 1,000 likes. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that healing. Also, feel free to share out. Feel free to donate. Also, book private sessions as well. $70 for an hour. So I used to always snap when I would get done with my meditations, but I don't anymore, so that everybody can kind of come out of the meditation itself. So I appreciate that you. What are your sessions for? Are you talking about the price, or are you talking about the are you talking about they're for psychic readings, healings, activations, codes, downloads, prophetic visions? If loved ones come on the other side, I've had them happen a lot with clients and things of that nature. So if you're asking, also it's just $70 for an hour. So I do healing energy, I do readings, I just channel the knowledge that is present from my higher self, and also what comes for you. Also just I can pull cards if you would like, that's what you would like, if you would like some cards, but I don't really use the cards anymore. I just channel the knowledge that is anytime I'm free, anytime. I've had a lot of people want sessions, they just haven't got back with me. So anytime, but you got to pick a time, you got to pick a date, and you have to pick a day. So I kind of leave it with my clients. So you get to pick what you want out of your schedule. So, and also just know that I just want to divinely assist you, and just know that you are, yeah, I do have a Cashapp and PayPal in the description there. So, understanding that we are all prophets. I want everybody to always understand that you are safe and protected and unique and amazing in your own way. Just always ask, believe that you're always receiving, but also just know that everything that you want in your life is around you. And the power is there. It's just if we're willing to accept it, and also if we're really ready for the shift itself. So thank you guys. Also, book private sessions, 1 hour for $70. Pick a time, date, and day. PayPal is in the description, and Cash App. If not, just contact me on social media, on like TikTok or Facebook. If you see me on Facebook, YouTube, White Wolf the Oracle, Instagram, White Wolf 4741, also BitChute, White Wolf the Oracle 23_@. Thank you guys for the likes. I'm going to be getting off. If you don't see it, just message me and stuff of that nature. So also, you have to pay before the appointment. That's just something that I do. I don't do the sessions for free. But thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and I hope that you have the best life. I hope you will always know that we're becoming stronger. We're becoming more of guides. We're becoming more of ascended ambassadors. We're becoming more of prophets. We're becoming more of wanting to assist the world because we've been through so much trauma and healing and clearing, and knowing that there is no judgment. Everything that we've gone through has got us to this point. So just know that. Thank you guys. God bless. And namaste. If I know how to shut this off. Okay, now I do.